All right, Mickey 17. I never read the book. Have you?
Oh, I never read the. I didn't know there was a book until
Oh, okay.
today,
Okay, so until
and I've
today,
never seen this film.
me
I've
neither.
had, we're only doing it because people recommended it to us. Somebody I work with said, "Hey, you need to see this," and
But you've
you
seen the
said your
trailer
sister said.
before, right?
I saw the trailer, but from the trailer, I would have never watched this.
Okay, from the trailer, it got my attention that it got me
The
interested.
trailer didn't get my attention. Let's put it that way. Yeah, yeah. I didn't. I mean, the trailer came on. I didn't pay any attention. I didn't care. I just clicked on through it.
Oh, you know why? I
But
hold
I
on.
don't
Let me
know.
explain why. I think
Okay.
the trailer came on is because I seen this guy's first movie, Parasite.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
Parasite was flipping
I saw the
fantastic.
trailers like show up on Facebook and so forth. But I didn't ever. And it's like, well, okay, whatever. Or
I'm
I moved on.
excited to
Well,
think.
the funny thing is, if you think about it, this movie starts off with our main character on
Mm-hmm.
Hoth in a rebel uniform. It looks like that, dude. He's in the
It does,
snow and
yeah.
he's got a uniform that looks like the rebel
In
uniforms.
a Star, yeah,
It's
in
in
Star
Empire
Wars.
Strikes Back.
Oh, I like
Well,
this
it's not
even
just
movie
Star
even more. Hey,
Wars.
you know what? Did you
It's
like this
Empire
movie
Strikes Back.
before we get dig into it?
I actually did like this one. I'm not
I
gonna
like
say,
this
well,
movie
this is
too.
the greatest movie
Yeah,
ever seen, but yeah,
same.
this is pretty good. It was
It
an interesting movie.
it drove me to like this actor even more. Robert Pattinson.
Okay, let's put it this way. This is here's what's I should say. It wasn't until we get Mickey 18
Mm,
I realized this is Robert Pattinson.
no way.
Well, I've never seen him. This is the first Robertson Pattinson I've ever seen. I've
Oh,
never seen
okay.
Robert Pattinson because I
You
didn't
know
see
what?
Batman.
You're right. This is my second movie I seen him in.
Yeah, I never saw the Batman, and I didn't watch any of the,
The Twilight
what is it,
movies.
the Twilight movies, which I don't know. Maybe they're good. I'm not knocking them or anything. I'm just
Yeah, I
saying
don't either. I
he
mean, I don't
doesn't
know.
make movies that I normally watch.
Yeah,
I mean, most of the movies you watch, we've already reviewed.
yeah.
We stay close to what I watch. I mean, you watch a little bit of everything, but that's cool. Me, this is the first time I ever saw him. I didn't realize I don't know who I didn't know who was all going to be in this movie because, like I said, I didn't watch the trailer, didn't care. You said, "Hey, let's watch this." Let's watch it, and then I was like, "Oh my god, the Hulk's in it."
You
Eh,
suggested this movie.
I did suggest it, but
Yeah,
I didn't go look to see who was in it.
yeah. I didn't eat it either.
And I was surprised when we saw Mark Ruffalo. I mean, I don't know a lot of the characters in here. I recognize some of them, like the best friend. Well, the can't say he was the best friend, but for
His
Mickey was
friend,
his
yeah.
best friend. I mean, he apparently Mickey wasn't his best friend, but yeah, I knew who that guy. I never really watched that guy, but I
They
knew
just
who he
got stuck
was.
together, yeah.
Yeah, I knew who he was. I knew he was from the Walking Dead
Yep.
series. And then of course Tony Collette or whatever, I'm saying her name wrong probably. She's the mom. Well, I've seen her in a lot of stuff, but I remember her the mom from
Sixth
oh
Sense.
shit. Yeah, the Sixth Sense. That's
Yep.
what I was trying to say.
Oh,
And
my
then other
wife
than
liked this,
that,
like
other
the
than that,
actress too.
yeah, well, yeah, so it was pretty good.
I
I mean,
also have my not the old my only one the oldest son, right, Ethan, and Heather watch it
yeah.
with me. I watched
Okay.
it by myself first. Then I'm like, oh, this is really good. I really want their opinion on it,
Yeah,
so I
it
had
was
them
pretty
watch
good.
it too.
I like it.
It
Like the acting was really good. Like I said, I didn't know it was Robert
it
Pattinson until I
it
saw the evil one, and I was like, "That's Robert Pattinson." And
it
I'm like, "Well,
answer
that's Robert
all
Pattinson, the
the
whole movie."
questions, right? That that people have thought about cloning. They touch
Well, it
on this
doesn't
subject.
really. This is just their idea of what
No.
cloning
But
would
I
be.
think it's like I think it's really good though. Yeah, you're right. It's how the idea of cloning would be. But I feel like a lot of the themes from this movie answer like, well, what happens if we come across this? And they touch on that really great, right? So one of the first thing I want to point out that I want to talk to you about is like well, the this movie brought in multiples almost after the half of the movie. Well, what do you do when you clone yourself and there's multiples and then they commit crime? I did like the fact how they commit the crime. They just kill a homeless person, right? They don't do it so big to where like if you kill a family where there's a lot of emotions involved. So I did like how they tackled that part. And when Mickey's 17, like, well, what do you do? Do you like treat them the same? Do you just execute one and not the other, and then, or do you put both of them in jail and then divide the rations and stuff? But at the same time, they kind of answer that when NASA didn't want to share Mickey 17 and 18 because she's like she loves Mickey as a whole person. It doesn't matter if it's Mickey 1
Oh,
to
okay.
16. The way I saw it, because like
Oh, okay. Well, she loved that person. She saw that as one person.
yes, she's loved the person
But
as
it
one
is one. That's
person.
the problem with this. Is one. It is always one
It's
person.
always one
It's
person.
one person, and this is like you can't really put this to cloning, real world cloning. None of this would make any sense to real
No,
world cloning because that's not how cloning would work. He's getting a cloned body. They're rebuilding him a body. They're not even cloning. They're using cloning technology, but each time he dies, all they do is issue him a new body and put all his memories uploaded in
Back,
there.
yeah.
But the problem is they're making a copy, so there must be some. If in this movie they change a little bit each character.
Each Mickey is a little bit different in
So
personality wise,
which
yeah.
in real life, chances are, the problem is a clone's going to be like years younger than you, and it's going to grow up and be probably influenced until somebody actually does it. We're never going to know.
Yeah.
But most likely you're just going to be influenced, and you're probably not going to be the same because you got to think like twins. They're clones of each other, but they're never the same.
Yeah. Then yeah, I know.
I
So
mean, they're genetically the same.
first it did bother me when 18 was personality was a lot different, right? But then Mickey
The only
explained that too, like
the only thing that bothered me about this movie is how 18 was made while 17 was still alive.
because they assumed 17 was dead, right? That's I want to
That's
say
delayed,
it's
but
not
I'm like,
Mickey's
with this
mistake,
technology,
you know?
this advanced, you know what I mean? Even right now, they're trying to make sensors where they know if you're dead or not. You know, especially if
Yes,
you're like in
that was my flaw.
especially if you're a subject, a test experiment subject, they would know. But no, they just assume, oh, he's dead. Let's just go ahead and make another one. It's
That's
like,
the same thing I
well,
thought.
wouldn't you assume? Yeah, because they're supposed to destroy the bodies. Every
Yep.
one of them, they destroy the body except for 17. They never went. They know where he was. They know where the body was.
And they assumed the alien creature ate him, and that's why they just print him another one.
I guess,
And
yep.
you know what
They
always
should have.
makes me mad? When they say they're multiples, right? Like, you guys didn't even make sure either. Whoever the
Yeah,
scientists were like, hey, are we confirmed that he's dead? Or are you just taking a
yeah.
word of mouth? And
But
then you trying
chances
to
are,
hold on, but then you want to
okay.
end these Mickeys yourself instead of like just killing off one of them. But you're like, oh, multiples, they violated the rule. They didn't violate anything. It's because 17 thought
Yeah.
he was like, he didn't think an 18 would be printed. And I
Oh
did
yeah.
like,
Well, an
they
18
didn't
shouldn't
touch,
have been
yeah,
printed.
they didn't touch on, like in this case, right, which one should have been destroyed, 18 or 17?
But here's also the laws in this movie. They make them up, and these are stupid laws because this is the future where everything's silly.
Yeah.
Well, real world is silly
I
too.
think
So
sometimes this
it's
movie
close to.
reflect on the times that we are at now, right?
It's supposed to be extreme limits of the world we live in now.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the way it was. It's a comedy actually. I mean, it's a dark comedy, but
Oh, it's a dog comedy.
in the end it's really a comedy because the wife and the president or whatever he was, the senator, he was a senator, but he was going to be the ruler,
But
king,
the church
chief.
of that, yeah.
Yeah, the church, which a lot of people do that. They form a church and then get away with a lot of stuff. Well, actually, you
I mean the
can in
company.
America, but well, think about it. In America, you could get away with a lot because religious freedom,
Yep.
and just go, hey, this is a because there's a lot of religions already in our real world that do get away with it, and they know they're fake, but
I
it
did
doesn't
like
matter. People want to follow what they believe.
I know they didn't touch on this a lot, but I want to bring this up to the point,
But
right? Because when
okay,
like the Hulk pointed that out, like, hey, they they do their own planet thing, right? They try out own planet thing, but at the same time, it's still like there's an interstellar mission going on somewhere. They just fertilize eggs, and they grow humans that way. And I feel like, let's just say the future is kind of like this, right? When we're trying to save the human race and all that. One planet is trying to do the old school fashion way, and then we have another exploration that goes somewhere and trying to do it like the embryos way, like in the
yeah.
interstellar to save the human race. So pretty soon there could be multiple, not soon, not in our lifetime, but in the future is a possibility where we have different planets with different humans on there. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like one,
Oh no, you lost me. I mean,
well, one
if
planet,
you,
like when Mark
it sounds like you
Ruffalo,
just you talked a
no,
lot and told me it's something real simple.
no, Mark Ruffalo talked about, like, their plan is to, also
Okay,
grow humans when they there, and that's why they pick
yeah,
Kai.
yeah.
But at the same time, he said that while others the other missions are growing it from the little test tubes. And that brought me to
Oh,
think, like, in that timeline, or maybe
oh.
it's possible in our future there could be multiple planets with humans. Depends on how each
Well,
one
there's
is
gonna be
recreated.
there's gonna be multiple planets with humans.
Yeah, but
I mean, if
I
we
don't know that
travel
for
out this
sure.
planet, if we travel to another planet, they're most likely going to make people on it. I mean, that's the whole point of traveling to another planet and they colonize.
Hmm.
The problem is with that is most of them are using scientific methods because you want the best genes and stuff to get the best workers to make the planet survive.
Yeah,
The problem is they pulled that girl in there because probably Mike Ruffalo and his wife thought she was cute,
yeah, I thought the same
and they
thing.
wanted more from
Yeah,
her
they want
than
more her.
she
Yeah.
was willing to give. That was the problem. They're just gonna they're not doing the old fashioned way. They wanted something that's old fashioned. But she's thinking, huh, I don't even like y'all.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that.
She's probably thinking, I would
Did
kill
you think
y'all.
Kai was a lesbian, or
I
they were
don't think
just
she's
really good
either
friends,
way.
right? Yeah.
I don't think she
Yeah.
was either way.
Oh, okay.
I think she's what, let's say it this way. I'm out here alone, whoever, whenever works
Oh,
for me.
because I didn't get that, but like, oh, you know what? It's probably just lonely. Like the death thing, that was really good. I did like
Well,
they touched the subject of they always everybody want to know from Mickey, right? What does it feel like to die?
yeah, and he doesn't know.
He doesn't. He just know that
Well,
it's
well, he knows
scared.
a few of them, but he doesn't know a lot of them because you
Yeah.
got to think like that last 17. The last 17 doesn't know that he talked to aliens or nothing because he didn't upload himself.
Ah.
A lot of times he died, he didn't upload him being killed because a lot of time he's still alive. They're throwing him in that furnace. He doesn't remember that because they didn't say their memory. All he'll remember is being plugged in, object, and then they kill him.
Yeah.
Only when he died with some of the poison gases and the deals,
Then
he
he
was
could
plugged
remember that.
up.
Yeah.
He can remember that. But the problem is, he's not remembering death. He's just remember I'm about to be killed. But the problem is, for him, he's coming back. I mean, after the first one was probably the scariest. But
Yeah.
see, the problem is the memories are uploaded depending on when they
It
killed him.
depends on when they kill. Like outside the space shuttle, the poisonous
Yeah,
gas
it's
testing.
just like, oh, it just hurts real bad, a little pain, and then I'm back again.
So
I
let's talk
doesn't
about
remember.
all those deaths, right? I don't know about you, but I wanna let you know my opinion of that. I'm all for that. Like, because they're trying to find a vaccine, right? That's why
Yeah,
they have Mickey, and also outside this space in a territory we're not familiar with. Let's see how long a person can be outside since we have an expendable, so we could calculate, hey, at what time the radiation level hits really bad, and what time it causes nausea, and
well,
and then
some of that they already know. So that was to me,
no,
I was laughing at that because I was
but
like, they
when
already
you
know
say
all
already
that.
know, that's just really theory, right? But now they have a hardcore
I don't
subject to
think it's
test it
all
on.
theory because
Well, how do you
that's what a
test
lot
that?
of people have been killed. Probably just like you saw, but the people that's been tested on didn't live.
Think, oh yeah, but they didn't get you come back and try it again though.
Yeah, they get to come. It would have
Yeah,
done to him any good to come back and try it again either, though.
but
That's the
I was
problem.
just touching on the point that like I
They
do
saw
like
what
that,
happened, but yeah, but like
but
I'm
I was
saying,
just
I
talking
think they
about
already
like
know
wait, but I
what
was just
radiation
talking
does
about
to a
I
person.
do like we're able to do that with an actual live subject. You know what I mean? Like test the gas, test the environment outside the planet, because no one's
That's
gonna
really
want to do
that's
that,
just
right?
wrong. That's wrong, like crazy
No, it
wrong.
is wrong. But then, like, if you can bring Mickey back all the time, I don't like. That's why, like,
So,
I want.
so what
That's
you're
what.
saying?
That's
It's
one of the
okay to
reasons
kill
why I say.
somebody. So what you're saying? It's okay to murder somebody in an experiment as long as you can bring them back.
But then it depends on the person because, like, they keep asking, like, hey, you read this thing, right? You want to sign up to an expandable, and he didn't even
But
read it.
he didn't
he
read it.
he just want to get out of there.
Chances are, if you ever get somebody in this field, they're not going to read it.
Yeah,
Because see, they weren't
that's a
giving
good
him
point
anything.
too.
They didn't pay him nothing. I mean, he wasn't getting anything really. They barely even fed him.
Well, I thought it was the free ticket to get off the planet.
They're free taking to get off the planet to what?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I
Well,
don't know
see,
that
see, that's the
situation.
thing. They really didn't get anything out.
But then the only thing is they show opposite of what you just said is like because they were trying to not get killed by the debt they got themselves in by selling the macaroons.
Macaroon.
I thought that was a
Yeah,
funny thing, like just get a
yeah. Because
loan
the guy
shark.
like to. Because it's funny. He's running for somebody that likes to murder people.
Yeah, that's the loan shark that likes to murder people. That
So
was
the
really funny.
so basically the loan shark, that program that Mickey's in, would love that because he could murder people and then bring them back and then murder them again and bring them back and just constantly murder them.
Oh, yeah, but then that's like
You know, but
control
the
technology.
thing to me was stupid, but it's not stupid in the movie, but it's stupid in the world of the movie. Is all right, you have a clone, he kills somebody, you got to wipe out all the clones, you're right?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't.
Chances are you're not going to have a clone that kills anybody. But that problem is, if that doctor was already a bad guy, his clones are probably going to be a bad guy too because he's using the same people.
That is very Minority Report, isn't it? They
Yeah,
take away
well, you
that
can't,
free will.
but you also got to remember, you can't try somebody for a crime they haven't committed yet. I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, I know people want to. People would love to try people for crimes
They
that
haven't committed yet.
they haven't committed. I mean, we almost sometimes borderline do that, but really, truly, unless you do something, why? I mean, it's not a crime.
So you don't agree like killing off clone 1 and 2 if
I do not.
clone
I
second
do not. I think
committed a
it's
crime.
dumb. I do. That is the dumbest, silly thing. Because come on, why would it really be a bad thing? Because there's several different people.
But then it oh this So you agree that we can have
They're
multiples.
they're just assuming though that because this one killed somebody, so
So you're okay
you're
with
probably not
having
killer.
multiples.
In our world, like I would really not okay with any of this right now. I mean, I'm fine with
No,
cloning to a
but
point, but not like
we should
this
not have
movie.
multiples though.
What's wrong with multiples
Well, it's kind of like the crime
in real
thing.
life?
I
No, I don't
wouldn't.
understand. I don't understand how that would work
So
in real
it's
life.
so
All
it's
because one person killed somebody.
but then it's kind of like they get to live again just because like my clone Lamb 2 doesn't commit the crime but Lamb 1 does. But it's
Okay.
like the punishment well Lamb still
Then
gets to live in a way.
Then Lamb One should be destroyed because you're not the same person.
Hmm.
I mean, you're the same person, but you're not the same
So you didn't
person.
get that Mickey
You're
17 is the
you're
same
both.
person?
He's not the same person.
Wow.
17 and 18 are two. They are similar people, but once you get another person, there's two people there. It's like having twins.
Hmm.
They can both. Let's say Mickey
Okay.
18 can go to another
Hold
world
on.
and live his
You
life out,
you
and
are
he'll be a
more.
different
I'm
person.
more on board with where you said when you compared to twins though. But then it's not really twins, right? Like
Well, they're people to a point, and then they're split. They're now they're two people. They're two different life experiences.
oh, so if you say it like that, I don't think like not how they do the
They
scientific,
just
right?
look the
But
same.
if you just go out and kill Mickey 7 and 8 just out of your own free will, right? Then that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you kill somebody who hasn't committed crime yet? I mean,
But
you
then
can't do that.
yeah.
You can't just go, oh, well, they're all going to commit a crime. Most likely not.
Hmm.
It's because I think a lot of times circumstances is what leads people to murder.
Yeah.
It's not it written in who they are. They're not just born and go, hey, you know what? If they're born like, because nobody's born like that.
Right.
That would be their childhood. That would be their parents' fault.
Ooh. With this
I mean, come
cloning
on.
thing.
If you have no empathy for people when you're born, there's something wrong. And
Yeah.
usually, most people lose their empathy for people after dealing with people. Well, come on, you've met a lot of people on this planet.
Ah, that's funny.
But the thing is, like I said, though, only people should be tried for the crimes that they commit. And the problem is, like, let's say I got split in two. There's two of me. I'm probably going to go do my own thing. I'm not gonna sit. There's not gonna be two of me sitting right next to you trying to do the show. This other guy's gonna have to find another split lamb and do his own show because it ain't gonna work.
You know what? I'm
So
more
I
on
guess
board
you'll
with
have
what
to
you
make a
said
clone of
though.
yourself if there's ever a clone of me.
Yeah, because everybody is different. Kind of like they already pointed
Yeah,
out Mickey 3 was more whiny or like 5 is very indecisive. They already talked about that.
yeah.
So
Like you
like
said,
let's just
Natasha
say
saw them
number
all as the same
18 is
person.
more murderous, but then 17 is not though. Like you're right. They pointed out between 17 and 18. 18 want to kill the Hulk, but
Oh,
17
18
didn't.
was because 18 just for some reason came out with a lot of his the angry
Yeah.
part of it's like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, that's very
I mean,
Jekyll
and
and
most
Hyde.
likely, if you make clones, they're not going to come out like that, especially if you're uploading their memories constantly. Maybe they uploaded Mickey's memory when he was angry and he was repressing it, and it felt and
And
it
they
came
show
up.
it and saying
I
it's
mean,
18.
and I mean, it's just a movie, so there's really it's open for debate. You can make anything up to it you want because the writer never said, "Hey, this is why." It just needed to do that to move the story along, which have to because I mean, it made a good story to have an angry Mickey.
Yeah.
I think they say in the book there's not an angry Mickey like that.
Yeah, and also they didn't take
Plus,
all
the
the way to
book only
Mickey
went up to
17.
eight.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
went up
this
to
one.
8. Yeah.
Yeah, he just added one because, like he said, he made the joke. Oh, I wanted to kill him 10 more times,
Yeah.
which is fine. It's his story, and it's a great story. I mean, I like it. I like the aliens.
I
I like
did
how he
too.
communicates. I mean, because we automatically assume we land on a planet. If they look like animals or something, they're going to be hostile.
Hostile, yeah.
Everything's hostile. Everything's hostile, even on this world. As soon as somebody finds something out in the wilds, until we kill it, we don't know if it's hostile or not. Then we
Yeah.
kill it, and we're like, oh, maybe it wasn't really hostile. Well, it doesn't matter. We already killed it.
I did like that too. I told my son the same thing. It's like every time we see something, we just assume everything is hostile.
Well, but most creatures are that. I mean, that's just
I mean, it's
that's
also
that's not
especially if they
human
look
nature.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's not just human nature. It's pretty much nature.
Mm.
I mean, everything's trying to survive, so it's going to be cautious around
Yeah,
other
it's going
creatures.
cause yep.
Usually, people don't get a gun or a flamethrower and burn it, but
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
that's
really good.
like, but yeah, but I mean, it's a good story. I like it.
I did too. I like all the questions
I
that it
also
did.
liked it. I mean, I liked it. I liked the way it went, especially when they got the a good clone, and then his best friend shows up and it's got to kill him because there's somebody on the ship,
Yeah.
and then at the end he kills that guy. his best friend, or I keep calling him his best friend. But anyways, his friend, yeah, it's his best friend. Anyways, whether he tries to kill him or not, that's just some weird love. Kills the guy that's after him.
Yes, finally killed the guy that's after him. I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty good
Well, he stood
to
up.
that.
Well, he finally did. He did more of the right thing finally.
Yes.
I think than trying to kill Mickey and go, oh, no big deal, man. You just have to do this. Just think about it. If he would have killed Mickey, that guy probably would have still eventually go, you know what? Mickey's dead. Thank you for that video. Hey, we got to kill you now and make a video too.
Oh.
Because you know that, I mean, people are like that. If people are like that, you can't trust people like that.
No.
Can't.
But then I thought I was gonna bring up that moment, but at the same time, like, um, he already knew that like they're just gonna reprint him and Mickey. I mean, like, I don't think
Oh,
the loan
yeah.
shark
You're right.
Darius Bank know that he signed up to be expendable.
He
It's
may
just
not
what
have.
they wanted, you know.
Or if he did, he'd probably go, hey, probably would have required him to keep killing him.
Oh, yeah, if he knew, yeah,
But see,
I
the thing
agree
is,
on
though,
that.
he couldn't do it too much, though, because then they would be on to him. He would have
Yeah,
got killed, though. Eventually, the friend, because they'd be like, well, how did our Mickey get killed?
yeah, you're right. Like, there's no word of what is Steven Yeun's
Especially,
character? Oh,
here's the
Timo,
thing, though.
Timo, yeah,
Especially, yeah, especially if they uploaded him eventually after he knew he's being killed by his friend. They uploaded, he could tell them, and they'd get him, arrest him, and kill him.
man.
Because I mean, they didn't want people like him on their ship.
I was telling Heather, right? I was comparing Robert Pattinson to Ben Affleck from this movie to Gone Baby or something. I can't remember the Ben Affleck movie
Okay,
with
I
David
never
Fincher,
saw
one
it.
of my favorite directors, right? It's after because like you see the playing the split personality, like how different, and like then like if I saw this first, then I'm like, oh my god, he can play Batman. Because once like you see Mickey 18, right? He's like, whoa, I was taken off by surprise how different
No,
18's personality was,
they were very different.
and like I
Like I said,
was super
to
impressed
me
with the
that
technology at this time.
I guess that's the funny thing is I thought, oh, that's Robert Pattinson. So I guess that's the way I see Robert Pattinson as the 18.
Yeah, and like
Really,
and what I really like the part when they were talking about like, hey, so what happened at dinner? Do you want to know about dinner? He was so upset also at himself, right? But he understand, like 18 understands why 17 is like that, because
yeah,
they made
because
a point before like
because he
your
also has
memories
the same,
are my memories.
yeah. And I
Yeah,
remember having to suck it up and say and be nice.
yeah.
But I did like it. I did like it when he told him, "Thank you for dinner."
Thank you for dinner. After they make him try artificial meat and he almost died from it, it was
Yeah,
that scene was
and then they
so
injected
done
him with the
so
pain
great.
stuff.
Yeah,
But that was
just
his. But that's what he's.
painkiller.
But that's the sad thing. That's what he signed up for.
Yeah, that's what he signed up for. Yep, the expendable.
I mean, he couldn't really do anything. I mean, he didn't sign up to be a hero or overthrow the government. He just signed up to
To
run
do
away.
whatever, yeah, to do this, so he could get his
And he
ticket
was
out
pretty
of.
happy because he had his girlfriend,
Oh, I thought that was really sweet with
which he
Nash.
did
Nasha.
which he did love. He did love her because I
Not
mean,
only him, they both love each other. That was
yeah,
the great thing. Like
and
I
they got
really
jealous
like
of
the part
themselves
where
too.
like yeah, I really like the part where like she's always with me, and then they show more of that scene that Nasta what like no, you give me that suit right now. He's in there all along and afraid, and he got in there with
Oh
the
yeah, I
tool.
remember that.
Dude,
That was
that
good
was
too.
so good. That it
Well,
makes
because you don't know that. I like that though
no
when it
yeah
shows because that was a good story because he doesn't really explain it until the end, and that's the best point right there
yes,
to explain it to us because we're thinking she's just kind of using him a
but
little
she's
bit,
not
and in the end it shows her that she was with him in every single dinner.
every single
And
time.
I
Yep.
also like another character I liked because there's a lot of characters I don't like, and you're supposed to not like them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I like them,
For the pigeon guy.
but I don't like them. Like Ruffalo, I liked him,
Yeah.
but you're not supposed to like him. The wife, I liked her character too, but I don't like her. You know, but I did like the little scientist girl with the big glasses
Oh, that's a good
because she was a
character.
real
Yeah.
cause she was a real scientist, really, because she paid more attention to everything. She actually took care of him more,
Yeah.
but she was more for the science, while all the other guys were getting all the glory. The main
The
guy.
main sales
Yeah, he
accolade,
was doing
right?
horrible. Yeah, he was doing horrible things to her, and
You
then
know,
he was like
like
all getting patted on the back.
what
And
I was
the
telling
real
Heather? It was like
person doing the work
if
was
I
the
was
girl.
making a poisonous gas, I wouldn't name him after myself. He called the accolade 3, like, dude. Like I don't
You
want to
gotta
remember
think.
for that.
Well, think about it, like the Gatling gun.
Oh yeah.
The guy who invented
Yeah.
the Gatling gun was named Gatlin, and I think he
Like
got killed with the
and the
Gatling gun.
Tommy gun, right? Yeah.
No, Tommy Gun was not named after Tom. Well, it's Thompson, yeah,
Yeah,
but that
Thompson,
was a different. I
Smith
think
and
that was
Wesson, yeah, things like that. Yeah,
yeah, a lot of guns, but that's okay. I understand that. Gatlin, I get it because Gatlin killed more people. But I'm thinking, was it the guillotine? Isn't the guillotine named
I name
after?
after the is it a Frenchman? I can't remember.
I think it's named after the creator,
Yeah,
the guy that made it.
yeah,
And he lost his head to it too.
yeah. That's
The only
crazy.
thing is it wasn't named after anybody was Atomic Bomb. I don't know anybody named Atomic.
Yeah,
It's probably
it
Mr. Atomic or
it
something, but
just
I think that's
yeah.
later on.
But you agree, like I wouldn't name a person against
I
myself.
would
Like,
name
dude,
something that's got, well, I don't know, because they name lots of diseases after certain things.
yeah, because they discovered it, they didn't know what to put on
Well,
it,
yeah, they die from it. They didn't
But
discover
like,
that.
but that's the same scientist. They came up with the vaccine anyway. Like they
Yeah,
didn't
I mean,
touch it.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying he was a bad scientist. It's just he mainly didn't really, because the girl did most of the work. You can see
I
her;
mean she
she's always
also
doing
did
all
a
the
lot
work.
of work. Yeah.
Yeah, she's always doing all the work while he's just taking the credit for everything.
Oh, I didn't see that because he did like tell Mickey what to do and things like that, and they
Oh, he did
yeah.
that, but I mean, more or less, she was printing him out and then listening to
I
him
think it's because
and
we
talk to
saw
him.
her a lot more.
Yeah. Plus, the scientists didn't even get it when they were communicating. The girl understood it. She
Oh
actually got
yeah,
it.
when they
There's
showed the
actually a lot of
alien.
scenes though where she's actually pays more attention to what Mickey's saying than anybody else.
Yeah, she was very
Because see,
observant.
she's all observant, while the scientist, Mickey's just a lab rat.
Yeah.
Mickey's not even human to him.
No, it's because it's that's the way the scientists think, right?
Yeah, that's the way he is. I also
Yeah.
thought it was cool that that guy, I guess it was he was like the chief of the securities
Oh, the
guys.
Asian guy.
Yeah, the guy that steps in
Like
at the
it's
end.
well, Mickey said that like Nasha is like the police, the fireman, the security officer
Yeah,
because
well,
they
they
have
have those
limited group
people.
of people. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of people, but they had that main guy. He kind of stepped in when they were having a
Oh
disagreement.
yeah, when there's screaming match at the end, right? It's like, dude, this is totally off protocol. Like this is not.
Yeah,
This is really against the law here.
yeah. Well, the thing is, he actually set the rules and decided to follow them because the problem is the senator and all of them constantly broke the rules and he
Yeah.
let it go. I think he finally decided, well, I can't do anything because I don't know who to trust. Now he's like, now I got the upper hand. I can actually follow at least human laws.
Yeah, that was really good.
You
I like
know,
that team that comes stepping up. Like, hey, this is when we need you to take over because you're
even though
not
at the
a
end though,
king.
apparently they get tried.
Yes, all of them get tried. Everybody was in
But I
jail.
guess I guess it's because there was probably another team who probably got the upper hand.
Oh, it's kind of like the three branches, right? Like you
Yeah,
can't
there's probably
just
several
yeah.
branches. Yeah, there was probably several branches, and his branch broke off, so they tried him. But then after they went by the rules without any interference
I
from the
did like
senator or
yeah.
his wife, they realized, well, they're doing the right thing.
Dude, this movie is really good. I'm very disappointing that it didn't do good in the theaters, and I feel like you have to be a smart person.
Yeah, well, this is not one of those movies that would have done good in.
Yeah.
I mean, just by watching, it's a good movie, but it's not something that's going to be for everybody at all. It's not really. I'm not going to hit it. Go, oh, you're going to be smart to watch this or anything. It's you got to be interested.
Yeah, you have to be interested.
I
Yeah,
mean, this
like
is a sci-fi movie.
this
It
got to
takes
be a
place in
subject that
space.
that you have interested in, like me for
Yeah,
cloning and things like that.
plus it's one of those movies that delivers a message or somebody else's message. Some people don't want to be taught anything. So I mean, like me, sometimes I'll go to the theater. I just want to watch something.
You want to be entertained,
I don't
yeah,
want somebody's moral lesson because the problem is, depending on who you are, how you're raised, your moral lesson may not be for everybody.
right?
I mean,
I know,
because a
I
lot of people
agree.
get up there, yeah, because a lot of people get up there and make a movie and they go, well, this is the way things should be. Really? Because maybe it shouldn't. 10 years from now, it probably was a bad idea that you made that movie telling everybody how to do this
Right, but it
or
just
how to
touches a thing,
live.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I like the story. I like
I
space,
was entertained by this.
cloning. I was interested.
Yeah, I was
I mean, I
interested
like
too.
the acting. I like the story. Actually, the story in this one, they tell it in a way that keeps you interested. You don't, yeah, because I know if it's not interesting, I'm going to doze off. Because sometimes I come home and watch it after work. I'm tired.
And
If it's not engaging, then I'm made like let's say Matrix 4.
yeah,
I fell asleep through half the movie. It was not engaging. It did not pull me along the story. I wasn't interested in the characters.
you know what I find really interesting? It took 30 minutes to show the main title of the movie.
Yeah, well, I think it's because, like I said, it goes with one way we're talking. They showed him on a planet dying. It hooked you. You need
Yes.
to know why he's on that planet now.
You need
You
want
need
to
to
know
know how.
why he's expendable.
Then you want to know why did he go to space, and then you want to know, well, how does this process really work?
Yes, that was good.
Yeah, so they do enough hooks to keep you in the story.
Just like that, the redhead scientist on Earth the first time, right? I
Oh
think she
yeah.
there's like
Well, I don't know
it
if she
feels
was
like
a
her
scientist,
point, or just
but the
like
person,
yeah,
yeah, the person that kind of, because she's like, what was that?
lure him in.
Terminator, the fourth Terminator Salvation, where they go get what's his name, Worthington to sign his name away to
Oh
become a
yeah,
Terminator, and
yeah,
then he
yeah,
wakes
yeah.
up, and he's a Terminator.
Yep, sign
It's
his
kind of
life away.
that.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Yeah,
So he's there to make sure this thing goes through.
yeah. And
And
luckily,
I
when they
can't
get to
believe
the
they
planet,
only
they don't
have
bring
a one
Kool-Aid.
expandable, like instead of having, because they don't want to test that on one person. That
Well,
makes
because
sense though.
they actually kind of broke the rule in a way by getting taken it because they went far enough in space that the Earth laws didn't apply.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, it's like if we go to Mars, you can do anything you want, really.
Yeah, you would think that the
I mean,
laws would follow the
the
same.
only problem is that with going to Mars and doing what you want is if you don't have enough food, then Earth, one of the nations on Earth can go, well, we're going to cut you off.
If you don't follow the rules of
Yeah, if you don't follow our rules, if you don't follow our rules, it's always going to be our rules, you know?
So
It's always going to be a nation's rules. Because, come
I did
on,
like the reason why
if
they
you
said
let,
they go on artificial food and the sauces. Like it's
yeah,
kind of like the spice thing,
you're
right?
going to
Like
have to.
yeah,
Well, you can't really ship cattle.
no,
I mean, you can, but I mean, think about it. You got to feed the cattle. Cattle are going to eat more. You're going to have to feed them certain foods. You're going to have, and then you can't put any certain things in them, or it makes the meat not that great for you.
yeah,
I mean, I mean, that's the thing. If you ship any animals, you got to feed for them, take care
yep,
of them, and then you got to make sure they have babies because you're going to eat them too. I mean,
yeah.
traveling to space. I mean, you gotta have a lot of stuff because I mean, like the astronauts in space, they're getting freeze dried food, all kinds of stuff because well, they're weightless. I mean, you can only eat certain things, and they gotta stay healthy because their problem is their bones and everything. Their body's already decaying
You just
while they're floating around
brought up a
space.
good point because like they did the calorie thing. You can't eat too much because there's only so much food that to go around.
Yeah,
Cause
well, and
I
that's
really
fun.
like that part when he put an extra thing like you're 7 calories over the limit. I was like, oh my gosh, I need like that in real life.
Yeah, well, you got to think though. If it depends on if your foods, maybe their foods, because their food's like cubes and
Yeah,
stuff. They probably have a calorie count. It's not really any food. They probably just add fake flavoring to it,
yeah,
and they can dole it out. And then this is how much we have manufactured in this tank. All this tank has to feed everybody. We're not
yeah,
going to the next tank, or the next box.
yeah. Because it's by calculation. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they're
can't
probably
eat
not
too
even going.
much.
They're not. Yeah, because you don't know what's going to happen. There could be an accident. It could somebody could wake up out of stasis and make a tree on the first deck or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Passengers.
Yeah, I was just thinking of passengers too, because it did show the fruit ration and things. It's like different classes, but in this one, it feels like Marshall, right? That's Mark Ruffalo's name. Yeah, Kenneth
Yeah.
Marshall. He's the only one that has nice dining.
Well, he gets everything because he's the leader. He's
He's
like
the leader. He's a cult leader.
yeah, he's the cult leader. I mean, he's like I said, I'm surprised he didn't make them drink poisonous Kool-Aid, but that's usually how it ends.
I did like everyone is like a lot of people who gone on this trip like idolizes him. Like the guy who
Yeah,
drives in a
almost
pigeon thing.
everybody. I think it's the people that signed up, and they probably had levels depending on how much money you donated to the cause and
Yeah,
all this stuff. And then, of course, you probably hired the security people because not all of them were. Because you notice a lot of the people that were security people
are not
didn't
hardcore
idolize.
Marshall fans. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they did not. Most of them didn't.
Like
Natasha
Nasha.
didn't.
Yeah, Nasha. Yeah,
Nasha, the other girl didn't. None of them really idolize them.
yeah. Even
They're there
for
to do a
Timo and
job.
Mickey. Yeah, they just
Yeah,
there
they're
to
just
do.
to
They
do a
sign up
job.
to leave Earth, and that's really it.
Yeah, they weren't idolizing. And so that's probably why they're kind of, unless they're the soldiers, they're at the lowest level.
Yeah, even Kai is not like she doesn't idolize him.
Yeah, she didn't idolize them at all. She's just a security or a military type
Yeah,
person.
military type person. Yeah, that's what she
Now
was.
they liked them. Now the high ups liked them because they go, oh, we got two of them. We can use them because they
Yeah.
wanted to use them. Is all the reason they took them.
Yep.
He's probably like, yeah, those ones look good. Sit them
Yeah.
on in.
Sometimes I think for me, right? I mean I don't know. I haven't read the director's interview for 17 and 18. I feel like that came from Dragon Ball. Cause But no, let me explain because in Dragon
Okay.
Ball they have these two androids right from this evil scientist that came back from Goku's life, the main character of Dragon Ball series, because he destroyed their the whatever dream right. So he seek revenge on Goku, and he built these two androids, 17 and 18, to fight
Oh,
Goku. Yeah. So it's like, oh, it's
oh,
17 and 18. And I'm thinking like he's the director is Korean, right? I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that he read
No,
Dragon Ball.
I'm trusting you on that. That's a
Like
good.
I
That's
was like,
actually a
and
good
because I,
story.
I was thinking like, oh my god, he just named them 17 and 18
Oh,
to
you did.
and I was like, oh, maybe that's why he just killed off some extra Mickeys for the vaccine just to wait they could get to that number.
Yeah. Well, that's a good story. Yeah, but yeah, you're probably right. That's probably what he's saying too. It's
Because
like, oh, do this.
in Dragon Ball 17 and 18, like even though they're twins, right, they're brother and sister, the personality is way different. Even though you only
Okay.
see them as one person.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this makes sense then.
yeah, because just like
They
yeah, I
probably are.
really like it.
He's probably a Dragon Ball fan.
Let's see.
Me, I haven't ever seen Dragon Ball, so.
Yeah. I did like they call it printing though, but they explain like they use all the ways that they
Well, because
burn
it's
to,
also, but it also makes it funny because see the machine. Come on, there's not really going to go away. His head comes out a little bit and it goes back in. Because when printers don't even work, 3D printers don't even work that way anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more like remember those was it dot matrix printers that we used
Oh
to
yeah,
have?
yeah. I
That's
did. Yeah.
it's what it is because they kind of get jammed up and kind of crooked.
Man, can you
Oh,
imagine? You know what? I
we've
still at
come
the
so
time of
far
yeah,
from
we come
those.
so far from Dark Matrix. I remember like that was so cool. Like, oh my god, we could print a picture.
You know what the greatest thing was I printed on dot matrix is SimCity, the first SimCity game. I would
Wow,
always print those
really?
out, and then because it printed out one long deal, and you had to find where the end of it is, cut it, and then tape them together, and you can make you a big old map of your city.
Man, we have
And I
came a
wasted
long
so
way.
much paper.
I still I still remember when we had to write essays on like a typewriter. Do you remember?
Uh,
Did you
I did
use a
keyboard,
typewriter?
keyboard. I
Mm.
did use a typewriter. I only did 1 year, I think 1 or a half a year of typing, because I actually skipped it. I took it because I needed extra electives in high school to get out. But I already was taking computer. I already had keyboard. I didn't ever take keyboarding. I took I just took computers and I learned to type there.
Hmm.
But yeah, I did take typewriting, but by the time I got typewriting, it was actually easy for me. I was one of the few people in the class that took computer. Because the funny thing is, when I first took computer, you had to program in BASIC. You had to program the computer to use it, which is that shows you how my age. I had to program the computer. Isn't that weird? I had to program the computer to use it. The next year of computer, everybody had Windows. So that was done. You just all they did was teach us how to run programs.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever everything I learned that first year was useless. Well, I mean, in life, I could get on the computer and do certain things, but I mean, as far as using a computer, going to office, because I mean, that's all they taught you was office skills the second year, how
Yeah.
to use a computer for office. And I thought, well, this is lame. It's like you don't really need anything I learned.
Yeah, I do. Man, I would. You know what? I feel like this movie could age well for a long time. I don't know. Like the technology is way beyond from anything I've
I
seen. Right?
I think the story of this movie and stuff, this will last a while. It doesn't matter if the technology, because even some of the tech in this movie, it's just like, why, if you have this, why would you do this? Like the problem that they should have known he was dead, whether he was alive or dead.
Oh,
I mean, it's
I agree.
impressive.
The same thing. Yeah.
But the problem is, then you couldn't have moved the story along.
Yeah. Then you can move the story on.
You
Yep.
couldn't move the story along at
I
all.
thought about that too. Like, oh, they should have
It's-
some kind of tracker. Like, oh,
yeah, you gotta,
disease.
because that's the thing is, as we get more involved, I mean, there's more questions, and I mean, I think our world has slowly gotten to where it ridicules stories too hard to where you can't make a good story.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then people get
Oh,
upset
that's
over it.
good.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, even people look at past leaders and shit, stuff, leadership and stuff, or people inventors and so forth, and they get mad. Oh, this guy said this. Well, yeah, he said that 50 years ago, and the world was different
Yeah,
50
definitely.
years
I
ago.
know.
Because wrote a guy, I saw some guy wrote a whole deal of why he hates Thomas Edison.
Wow, Willer.
And you know why he hated Thomas Edison? Because Thomas Edison, he says that Thomas Edison claims that he invented the light bulb.
Well, I don't think he claimed that. We put that in there, right? Like like
And
people.
eventually, people did it, but the guy's like, "Oh yeah," it says right here in this interview that Thomas Edison said he invented the light bulb. I'm like, "Yeah, I bet he really didn't even say that. I
Yeah.
bet somebody else wrote that in there
Oh yeah.
and said that. I mean, come on, Thomas Edison's already long dead and buried before half the books were written about him."
Yeah.
But I said some guy made a YouTube show all about how I hate Edison, and I thought, Edison didn't even have a college education, and he made most of the world that we live in.
Yeah.
I mean, recordings, film. I mean, I know there's people can argue that some other guys made the film camera before he did, and they did, but he did make a film studio and made a lot of movies.
And sometimes
So
people
he,
did forget that. Yeah. I'm
I mean,
so
he
glad you
did.
brought that technology point to me.
And then some people want to go, oh well, executed some animals. I'm like, we execute people all the time with electricity. So what's the difference?
So you think one day we'll get to cloning technology? Maybe not clone a human, but like
Well, let's put it this way: we
clone
already
an
have cloning
organ that can
technology.
save.
We already have cloning technology. It's just people don't really want to use it. I mean, there's too many ethical, religious,
What they
and all
yeah,
kinds of stuff.
that what they touch on in this
Uh,
movie.
and I can see that. I can see the thing. I guess if they were to make rules and stuff, I think cloning would help us out, and a lot of cloning should be done. I don't think they should clone a person full.
Like if you could clone a heart to save a human, you should do that.
Yeah, but I don't think you should ever clone a person
No, I
and
know, no,
use
no.
them.
I won't
Yeah.
clone a
Well,
person.
okay. Well, people would do that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean that.
scientists
I
would
mean,
do that.
scientists already thought about cloning people. Oh, well, clone them without any brains. How do you know that? How do you know 100% that you won't have an accident where they're thinking?
Hmm.
You know, because the thing is, if you
I
if you
don't
do
know.
so, that's the problem. Is if you do that, then you cast a bad light on any other scientific stuff ever happening. You know, if one day somebody clones somebody accident and they have a thought of their brain and they survive and they tell up their story, then they shuts down all cloning again.
Yeah.
And then nobody will ever do it. And that's a lost technology. I think
But
cloning is very useful.
yeah, I think it's cloning is very useful as long as you clone the human, like the whole, like
Well, the thing in order to get in cloning technology though will help us help us cure diseases and stuff.
yeah. See, that's the thing I stand for.
Because there's probably going to be some diseases we're just not going to find a remedy in plants. We're not going to find some virus you could put in there, and we might not going to be able to use a laser or a scalpel to hurt. It's going to have to be genetically removed from the human.
I only stand for that because I lived through experience with cancer. Like, man, we couldn't figure
Yeah.
this out yet. We
Well,
still had to do
let's say
this.
that they can make something that reacts to your cell or a shot that would go in your cells, change a little bit of your structure. I know a lot of people don't want to do that, but what if it does it where you can't ever get that cancer?
I know. Yeah.
Because chances are, though, I mean, in order to get rid of that cancer any other ways, everybody on this planet would have to get the same cancer you did, survive it, have kids, and maybe one day the genetic stuff will on its own will evolve, but that will take hundreds of years. I mean, there's a lot of things that will get cured on its own with humankind, but evolution takes hundreds of years. It's
I
not
know.
like it's not going to be 2 generations, 5 generations. It's probably going to be 100 generations or
Before,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, because like our world right now is killing a lot of people. A lot of people get cancer from a lot of stuff on generation. There probably will be a generation of us where plastics don't harm us.
Yeah.
But the problem is
So,
it's going to kill
so you and I
the
both
large
agree if
majority
we
of
clone
us.
organs to save lives, it's okay. It's great.
Well, I have to see how that works. I don't know.
What do you mean by how
I'm
that
down
works?
with it. I want to see how they're going to make those organs.
Oh, okay.
Because to me, you don't really have to clone it. I mean, it's cloning, but I think you could 3D print it using somebody's DNA. But you would have to look into cloning to get it.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't. I know that at first, when the cloning idea came out, they were thinking about making bodies without heads with head organs, and they take the organs they need. No,
No, I don't think that's yeah.
that's that's. I mean, they could. I'm sure they could do it. Why would you do that? I mean, you could build probably a machine that could use people's DNA and stuff and make that organ in it. They can only do that with take your DNA and make your ears and all kinds of stuff. But that is from cloning,
Hmm.
ultimately. But I don't think they should clone a person. But let's say this though. Eventually, they may have to clone a person. People that can't have children, they don't need to make an exact clone of it. They can actually take DNA from the mom, the dad, put it together, and make.
A child
Yeah, but it would have to use cloning technology in order to do
to do
that.
that, but that's okay.
I don't see any problem with it.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually we might get to that point where you have no choice. I mean, that'd be a sad day, but
It is a sad day. I mean, like, there's so many people struggling with that issue now,
there
and
is a
they
lot of
can't.
people.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of
And you
people.
know what's really
There's
crazy? They charge them. Do you know how much it costs to do that, Shane? Do you have an
no.
idea? Like, so, like you said, like your
Well,
example, right? Like,
well, I
they
already
they're
know
not able
doctors
to
are
have
just
kids.
expensive. Doctors are expensive regardless, so I
It
would think it'd
costs.
be a fortune,
It,
hundreds of $1,000s.
I'm not 100,000, but it costs at
Not
least
yet.
20 grand just to,
20 grand. Okay.
but
Yeah,
the
that's
20 grand, right? It's not even guaranteed.
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll believe that. Nothing's guaranteed from medical.
Yeah, it costs at least 20 grand to get started.
Yeah, well, that's because we got the wrong people in the medical field.
Yeah, that too. Oh well,
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah,
it is. I mean, we got people's health, but we also got people that really want some money. Because think about it, medical field is so everything costs you so much. Medicines, even if you go to the doctor, man, aspirin, you go find you an aspirin for maybe a bottle of it for $5. But if you go to the deal and they give you an aspirin, they charge you $20 and call it something else. It's crazy. It is. It's because there is. It is. It's true. You know, it's true.
yeah. That's. I mean, I seen some videos of why their medical prices and things are cost so high, and
Because
they
they
never
think,
changed it. Yeah,
they think because insurance will pay for it.
yeah,
But I'm like, I gotta pay for my insurance, and from that, that's what insurance companies have to cut people out because they go, well, you're going to need 10 aspirins. It's going to break her after this.
yeah. Well, we're not here to talk about medical stuff. I mean, I want to get
Yeah,
back
we
to
we,
the
we are
cause,
in a
but
way because we're talking about cloning here. I mean, this whole Mickey movie was
17
a whole medical condition for the
whole
guy.
question about like Mickey as in cloning. Like, hey, you can only have one at a time. They did talk about
Yeah,
the multiple thing. I did like that. They did talk about like the flaw in the system is because the is a psychopath. You know,
yeah. Well, there may not
dude.
be ever a flaw. That's the problem.
I thought when he printed himself, I thought he was gonna give himself a kiss. Like, did you see that scene where he's like looking at himself? I thought he was gonna kiss him for real.
Wow. Well, the thing is, though, I think the cloning deal is Hollywood likes to make it like, oh, each time we make a copy, it's less better, is less as good as the first. But chances are, if you clone somebody, it's not. Remember, was it Multiplicity?
I have never
Remember
seen
the
that.
movie?
Yeah, but I know
Did you haven't seen Multiplicity
I
with
have not.
Batman?
Well, Batman,
Oh,
no.
okay, yeah. Well, every time you made a copy,
It's a dumber
the
version.
whole
Yeah,
it was yeah. They always claim, oh, it's like copy paper. I'm like, cloning is not going to be like copy a piece of paper.
yeah.
I mean, it's funny, it's hilarious for the movie, but
And also
eventually Hollywood's going to
technology
have to
at
get
that
off.
time too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we couldn't clone people. We couldn't clone anything at that time that movie
Yeah.
came out. So
And then you haven't seen this one, The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I
And
haven't
all
seen
I
the
could
16.
do.
We
It
we
also
need to see
like
the 16.
I always I
But see,
liked
the
the
thing
movie when
is,
it came out.
if you clone something, it's going to be a clone. I mean, if there's an anomaly in it or something's different, or they have a different attitude, different deal, it's not a clone then.
You know what's really crazy then? Oh, so
It makes me
so
like that. It makes me like,
is it cloning if like they clone me with your memories? Or is it like a different lamb from that point? Or you had to call
well,
him Shane, right?
the only thing is the body is cloned, but
The memories are not.
yeah, I'd
So
be like
would
your
you
wife
agree that every
too.
time you clone somebody, you need to have the memory that associated with that person that you clone from?
Well, I don't. Let's put it this way: cloning is going to be a lot easier than putting memories
Then
in
in the
somebody's
person.
head.
So every time you get
That's
cloned, it's a different person,
well, the
personality and
clone is the
everything.
same. No, the problem is the clone is the same. His clones were the same. The problem is each time Mickey was remade, he was the same as the day that they did all the preliminary studies to clone him. So he would have never got old.
Mickey has
He was
never
never
gotten
old.
no.
He
They
never
did
got
test.
old.
I didn't
He's
think
the
about
same
that.
age. He's the
That's
same age. Let's
right.
say 100,
That's why
years from
Nasa
now.
said that
Yeah.
she was excited to grow old with Mickey. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, she couldn't get old with him.
Oh, because they just gonna keep reprinting him and he's the
Yeah.
same age.
He's the exact same age. He's everything. The thing is that he's a baseline. Like let's do experiments. You always have to have a zero or a base to do your experiments. You can't like get one pig that's different and another pig that's different
Oh
and then
my
put
gosh.
medicines. They got to be exactly the same. See, in China, they actually clone pigs and they do experiments on them, but they're all the same pig. So because let's say if I got shot with a virus and you got shot with a virus, well, because your DNA, you may end up with a virus and I won't, or vice versa. The problem is if we're the same, then if one gets a virus and the other one doesn't, then you know what to look for. You know more to dig deep.
Oh.
There's too many different variables with the two of us being
But
because
then
I mean
but then
I
you
mean
from your
just there's just
example, it could be like, hey, lamb one and two got shot with the same virus, but only lamb number two gets infected.
yeah. So you need to know that you can study more against looking against both of them because I mean like there's two twins that went to space. They had almost identical DNA. That's why NASA loved them because One stayed on Earth and one went to space,
Yes.
so they could come back and compare everything. You can't compare anything between me and you because
We're different.
we're way different. We're continent different. You know, our DNAs are completely different. I mean, you grew up on a different continent. You've been exposed to whole different things, medicines and everything
Oh.
than me. I mean, it's not just our races; it's our whole
Genetics, yeah.
life. Yeah, well, it's not just genetics. That's the thing, though. I mean, like it's like any vaccines and stuff. They're probably different, issued to us different times. I
Oh,
mean, our
that's
whole
really
life,
good.
climates. I mean,
Now,
the waters we drink, everything, food that we
n-
eat.
now I'm interested in reading about those twins that one went to space and one didn't to see
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
you
that's an
should.
interesting
It's
article.
the United States. It's NASA, and they're still alive. Both guys are alive. So I mean,
Wow.
I can't name them. I'm not that awesome,
Yeah,
but yeah,
but
but it's
it's
recent, and these two
it's
guys still
interesting
alive. I
if
think one
if
became a
they're
senator,
identical
maybe.
too. Like if they're identical, like is one taller
They
than
were
the other?
identical. They were identical twins.
Oh,
That's the thing, and it. I mean, NASA. There is some differences, I'm sure, but the majority, because you got to think, it's just the embryo split, so it's basically the same thing.
wow, that's awesome.
I mean, it's like those two twins that married twins, and then they're both their babies. Their babies are almost exactly the same
Identical, yeah, because
because all the DNA is similar. So basically, that is natural cloning. So anybody that's got a problem with cloning, God does it constantly. So get off of it.
yeah, with the twins, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, it's just like not
because actually the twins for the nice thing, let's say you need a
Hold
kidney or
on,
something,
yeah.
you can probably get it. But if you have a twin,
You brought me a
it's
question,
almost
Shane.
guaranteed it's going to work.
So you say like it's natural cloning, right? Because of twins having
Yes,
twins
it's
babies.
naturally.
It's
Yes, it
kind of
is
like the
naturally.
that thing where like diamonds. Now we could like lab grown diamonds because we could speed up the
Yeah,
process.
we can
But
live grown
it's
anything.
the same thing, right? Like the
Yeah,
diamonds from
it's this. Well, the diamonds are diamonds. They're crushed stuff. But the problem is the people are the same almost. Pretty much, they're two different people. They're growing up. Let's say one of them gets rejected by, let's say two guys. One gets rejected by girls constantly, and the other one's always talking. So one's going to have better, he's going to be what do you call it? Self-esteem. He's
yeah.
most likely going to get a better job. He's going to be able to talk to people. While the other one, he's going to go down a path that's not so great, maybe.
Yes.
You
No,
know,
that's really good.
he's probably going to end up, one's going to be an extrovert and now one's an introvert. It's not because of the DNA it makes you an extrovert,
Yeah, it's
introvert.
just
It's
a
the world that you,
personality. Yep.
yeah, it's the people you contact. If people shut you down most of your life, chances are you're not going to want to interact with people ever.
Man, studies.
While the
Yeah.
other one, who's been patted on the back stuff, he has no problem with it. And one little rejection is never going to stop him.
Yeah. Wow, this is really good.
So the clones, so all the Mickeys are exactly the same. But to move the story along, you had to make 18 different. But
Yeah, you have to
chances
make it
are
different.
Mickey 18 should never have been different.
Yeah.
It's just some of the memories. I mean, they all share the memories. The next model has some memories, but the
Well,
Mickey
they
that's
did touch
dying,
on that in the movie though. Like I said earlier, like Nasha was complaining like each Mickey's a little bit different.
yeah, but really chances are they're not going to be different. Even if you're implanting the memories,
Yeah,
you know.
I did like the. You never explained it, and it's very weird that like if you clone somebody, right? I would like to say think that like certain memory is still in your brain because it's the same chemical thing that you interacted with,
Yeah,
right?
and that's the thing. We don't know that at
Yeah, we
all.
don't know at all.
In
No.
this movie, they could have made that way,
Yeah.
because that's kind of like Assassin's Creed, where 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 the DNA holds all of their
Oh, the
stored the
lifeline.
memories
Yeah.
and then get in a machine and they can go back look in their DNA and then relive some of their grandfathers, great grandfathers, grandmothers, whatever
Sometimes I
lives.
wonder
But
if dreams can do that. Like sometimes you dream of like, oh, this is me, but it's not my memory. Like it's hard to
well,
tell
no,
too.
that's
Yeah.
but see that kind of knowledge is kind of beyond what science. That's like kind of that's going towards reincarnation, and a lot of people don't want to touch that. You
Yeah.
know, real scientists don't want to touch that. They probably should. I mean, because there is a lot of people who claim, "Oh, I remember this in the outside of life," but why are they doing?
DNA,
I
man,
mean,
it's
what's causing it?
crazy.
Is it because they read a book and it's getting caught in your brain, or is it stuck in your DNA?
Hmm.
But the problem is a lot of those people that claim they're this person way back in the day, they aren't genetically kin to those people. So
Sometimes I wonder if there's
how does
like
that
a
work?
one of my ancestors that looks like me. Probably not exactly like me because
Yeah, but this
is my
problem,
mother.
there's no telling. I mean, people go back and tell you about where your DNA came from. But if somebody got transplanted in a flood, or like somebody lived in Africa, got washed out by a flood, floated around, made it to Europe, then they're going to go, "Oh, you're from Africa." And when most of your ancestors probably at that time period came in England. It's because your DNA got transplanted, and they don't know why.
You know what? Nah, I want to go back to the point when you say, like, let's just say this movie carries on, right? And then every time Mickey gets reprinted, he's always at that same age. So there's a good
It
chance
will
where,
always be that same
yeah,
age.
like Mickey 21 makes it a few years before he dies, and when they reprint him, goes back to that
Yep,
age.
he's back. He's
Wow.
back to age. Let's
Because
say
they
he
did
lived.
explain that, like, hey, every time we reprint you, you'll be at the same state you're on. That's why they
Yep,
make
he's
that pop
exactly
pimple thing.
exactly. He's at the exact same state because say he can live 10 years out, go from 22 to 30, reprint him, he's 20 again. But he
Wow.
has all the same memories.
That's crazy.
So in a way, it's cheating. So I mean, the thing is, this technology can actually be used for a lot of bad things too. But the problem is,
Yeah.
it also make good for space travel because you can save all those mines, put the DNA printing machine away, go somewhere, then print them out.
Oh,
Boom.
I'm so
Because
glad they
you don't
made
have
it
to
like a
feed them.
space travel thing. Yeah.
See, because really, they didn't even need him. They couldn't. They could print it. They could have actually copied all these people, killed them, destroyed them, put them in a probe, sent them to another planet, and then reprinted them
Then we
all and
print
gave
them
them the
on more.
memories, right? And they'd be the same age. Everything would be good.
And then
But
the
the problem
travel
is,
is like
but
that.
the only problem they won't do this in the story is because if you have extra clones, some of them become evil.
Hmm.
But chances are they really won't
They
make you
might,
evil.
yeah. It just
I mean, come on, this
to
is the
keep it simple,
Frankenstein.
it should be the
But this
same.
is this is like this is a scientific story, and that is the Frankenstein part. Because Frankenstein is a story about somebody really making people, and but it's made at a time when that's frowned upon, remaking people or cloning people. Because in a way, Frankenstein could be a clone. He's made up of all these bodies that put them together, and then they try to stick another brain into it, and then he turns evil and kills everybody. This is pretty much the same story. This is a modern Frankenstein.
Wow, a modern Frankenstein.
Well, almost all horror movies that have science always have the unknown bad part.
Yeah.
Even though chances are there's not going to be a bad part.
So besides the not knowing Mickey 17 is dead because they didn't put a radar on him, was there anything that you didn't like in this movie?
There was really nothing I didn't like about this.
That's really good because that
I
was
mean,
the
I like
only
the
thing I didn't
aliens.
like.
I love the part where you start communicating with them. I
Oh,
even
I
like. I
like
mean,
that part
I
too.
liked how it ended. I pretty much was. I was. This was just a good story. I didn't sit here and go, oh, this makes me not like this movie.
This is the movie that I'll rewatch again. Like I wouldn't mind rewatching.
Yeah, this is not a bad movie. I mean, I saw people go, "Oh, it was not that good," and it depends on what you're looking for. I think the problem is I didn't see Parasite because a lot of people go, "Oh, this is not as good as this director's a lot of this
I can tell
director's
you that this
other
movie
movies."
is not as good as Parasite. But
Depends on what you want to see. Depends on
yeah.
what you want to see.
Oh no, I mean like depending on what you want to see, this movie is still not as good as Parasite.
Well, the problem is if it's going to be a lecture on how the world works, I may not agree with what he has to say in Parasite.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot of people are comparing it. The problem is this movie's good on its own. If you want to go compare it to his other stuff, then maybe this is not that great a movie. Because that's most of everybody that said that they thought it was okay and was that good is because they're all comparing it to his
To
other stuff.
Parasite, yeah. No, this is a
I'm
good
like,
movie by itself. It's not going
but
to be
it's
the same as
but let's
Parasite.
put it this way:
No, but what
compared
you
to
said, you can't compare
yeah,
like apples and oranges because these are
yeah,
talking about different
you need to
things.
find if you're going to compare this movie. If somebody wants to do a comparison to this movie, they need to find a movie similar to it and
Cloning,
compare it
yep.
to that. Yeah, I mean, is this better than 13th Day or whatever, 14th Day?
The sixth day, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't answer because I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Maybe we should do just do that soon.
I
We
mean,
gotta look
hey,
into
we can do this though. It's better than Matrix 4.
that. Batman and Robin is better than Matrix 4.
Batman and Robin is way better than Matrix 4.
Donald, I mean not
Howard the
Donald Duck.
Duck.
Howard the Duck
Howard the
is
Duck
better
was
than
better than
Matrix 4.
Matrix 4.
Matrix 4 is probably the worst movie that we've seen.
I
Of
feel it
all the
is.
movies that we've seen.
The thing is,
Not even on
if
this show, like in our life.
if I could ever work it up, I'd go watch it again and see, hey, maybe it got better, but I don't want to.
Whew, I don't know.
I really don't want to. It's so bad I don't even want to. I'd rather see Howard the Duck again. I would actually watch Howard the Duck again.
I would rather watch The Stupids with Tom
And I
Arnold
most definitely watch Batman versus Superman. I mean Batman
and Robin.
and Robin.
I
Sorry, I
would
would
too.
watch Just I like to say it, but I mean it's just silly. It's like watching the original Batman. It's like watching Adam West Batman.
Oh, Adam West Batman is way better. That movie is better than Matrix 4. That
Oh
movie
yeah,
is better
oh
than
yeah.
Batman and
Well,
Robin.
almost everything I love, but it's just fun. It's more entertaining.
Yeah, Batman the movie is better than Batman and Robin. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's
far we haven't
close.
come across
It's
anything that
tie,
sucked as
except for
worse as
Matrix
Matrix
4.
4.
I
Not
mean,
even
we've had
Resurrection,
our
right?
own
Yeah.
ups, but this is higher up. This movie is higher up.
Oh, Mickey
Now,
Mouse is pretty high
this
up.
this movie's higher up than the middle level. Let's say if I was to rate all our movies, we had a high, middle, and low. This would be a little bit higher,
Oh, to
maybe
the
about
middle level? Yeah, no,
60%.
yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
that's
I'd
a
go back and
good
watch it.
point. We should have a
Hey,
scale.
we should. Do you think this is better than Passengers?
I think this is better than Passengers.
I think this is better. Well, I mean, I like certain aspects. I like the spaceship.
I
in
like
Passengers
I
better.
still like Passenger. Doesn't mean that Passenger is bad. I like both movie. I like this better than Passengers.
Okay, how about Prometheus?
Oh,
See, those were pretty thought-provoking movies. Or
I like
this is a close
Prometheus
one on
better.
there.
I like Prometheus better. I think it's because I feel kind of biased.
I'm going to go with Prometheus over this, but only because we got the other stories that go with Prometheus.
Alien Covenant is better. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's more
Alien Covenant
story
is
there.
better,
Yeah,
but the problem is you got Prometheus and Alien Covenant. If you only saw Alien Covenant, then you might go, I don't know.
yeah. There's so
But
much more movies.
let's just put it this way: if this is the movie to see if you're in a sci-fi,
Yeah, this is a good science
because
fiction
like I
movie.
said, two people recommend it. Somebody recommended it to me, and somebody recommended it to you. So we already know it's something people like.
Well, no one recommended this to me. You told me to.
Oh,
Like, we
okay.
should do this.
Did you?
I always wanted to see this. I'm
Oh,
so
okay.
glad I did.
Okay. Well,
Ever
then,
since I seen the trailer, even without mentioning the director, right? I was already interested in this.
okay. Well, I'm glad we watched it. It's more.
I am
Okay, I
glad
could
too.
say I'm glad that you're interested to bring me along to watch it,
Oh,
like we
I
did
do.
Man of Steel.
Yep,
There's a lot of movies because I'm sure there's a lot of movies I'm real bad about going. Oh, I don't want to see that, and turns out it's a good movie.
yep.
So
It's
I'm one
kind
of
of
those
like
people
we want to
that
see a
doesn't have
movie that
movies
we
alone.
think is good. You know, we saw the trailer, we know about the history of like,
Yeah.
especially comic book movies. Then we want to see it.
The problem is you only got so much. I mean, you only want. I don't want to waste money on a movie. It's not good,
Yeah, I
and
know
I
if
don't
it's
want to
not
waste.
good.
And I don't want to
I
waste my time.
know.
I got other things I love to work on, and I mean, I don't want to take an hour or a half out of my life or
One of
two
the
hours
stuff that we
to
want
go.
to
Oh,
do is like Constantine. I know nothing about Constantine, but I went to see it anyway, and it was flipping fantastic.
well, I didn't know that much about contents, but it was for the film.
Yeah,
It was a good movie.
it was a good movie.
I
And
mean,
so
there's
is
a lot
Mickey
of good
17.
movies.
Hey, you know what?
But every now and then you get a Matrix
I'm
4.
glad for both you and me, right? I haven't watched a lot of Robert Pattinson stuff. Let me like hold on. Hold on. Let me look at his resume real quick to
Okay.
see. Besides the
Well,
Twilight movies and
most of
Batman,
his stuff. Well, he does a lot of acting movies, but most of them I probably won't
no.
see. I mean, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't go see it.
Oh, he was in
If
Harry Potter, but I'm not up
yeah,
to that one yet.
I haven't seen it.
Obviously, Twilight. I'm just looking at something that we might know. The Lost City of Z.
Would we watch it? I don't think I
I don't
would.
know. The
I'm
Lighthouse
interested
you've
now.
seen, right?
I have not seen The Lighthouse. Nope. Probably won't
Oh,
ever watch it.
oh, it's not the. I thought it was the one with Hayden Christensen. I can't remember that movie. That.
Well, I mean, the Lighthouse is something that he got
Oh, he's in
noticed
Tenet.
for. We haven't seen. I haven't seen.
We
Tenet yet.
haven't. Oh,
Haven't got around to it
yep.
yet.
And then the Batman, I saw that. Yeah.
Haven't seen that. So.
Huh. Oh, he's in the Odyssey by Christopher Nolan. Christopher
The
Nolan's
Odyssey?
making the Odyssey. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't
with
seen that because it's not out yet.
with the Punisher.
Which Punisher?
The
I
John
mean,
Buffalo is that
there's
his name?
there's two Punishers still. There's three Punishers still alive. So
Yeah. The latest one.
the best Punisher ever
Yeah.
so
You
far.
know what? Yeah, you know what? I have not. Robert Pattinson has been in a lot of stuff, but I have not
He's
seen
been
a
a lot of
lot
stuff.
of them.
We just haven't come across him.
It's just the Batman and Mickey 17.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen the Batman yet. Eventually, I will.
Yep. Yep. So that's it. I mean, like, I'm so glad that I seen this to know that, like, hey, this is one of his best movie I ever seen, and even though I only seen two.
Yeah, he's probably made better. His best work's probably
You
The
know what?
Lighthouse or
He's
something.
probably
won't ever see
awesome
it.
and excellent in everything that he does.
He probably is. Like I
Yeah.
said, though. I mean, I know of him. I just don't know enough of him. I didn't know this was him until I got to the 18. I
I
was
know
like,
until you
this
got
looks.
to 18. That's
Well, I didn't even
crazy.
really know it was him. I was like, that looks like Robert Pattinson. And then after the movie was over, I googled it and it's like, oh, that is Robert Pattinson. I didn't even.
Besides him
The
and
sad thing
Mark
is, I didn't even
Ruffalo
sit there and look at the
and that president,
Tony.
his
Yeah,
wife,
Tony Clenny.
um, I didn't know anybody
Yeah.
else in this movie, acting wise.
Well, we did know the best friend too.
Oh yeah, Stephen Yoon. Yep.
Yeah, I only knew those people. That was
You know what's
it.
really
I'd
funny?
never.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the Nasha, I
Yeah,
think I
Nasha.
seen her before, but I looked up her deal. I didn't recognize anything on it, so I probably didn't see her.
Naomi Eki. You know what?
I may have seen her on trailers or something, or probably saw her on like Entertainment Tonight or
Oh, she
in
was in
it,
Star
whatever.
Wars.
Was she in Star Wars?
The
What
Rise
Star
of
Wars was she?
The Rise of Skywalker.
What did she play then? So I have seen her before.
Jenna.
I don't remember her, though. I don't remember Star Wars. It's the
I
thing.
because I haven't
I
seen
just
those
I
movies
just knew her
enough.
face. I just knew her face looked familiar. I was like, I've seen her somewhere, but maybe that's where I saw her.
Maybe. I have not seen her in any of the stuff that she has done. I mean, she haven't done as much
Yeah,
stuff as
yeah,
Robert
she hasn't.
Pattinson. Yeah.
A lot of the people in this movie, they either did stuff like some of them are, a lot of them were foreign.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it this way. I should say foreign. There are a lot of them were American.
The most famous is Mark Ruffalo in
Most
this
of it,
movie.
yeah, most of the stuff I'm going to see. Yeah, and I was surprised he was in it. I was like, wow, that's the Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk is in this movie. And
It's gonna
like
be
the
crazy.
way that he played the character is so great. Yep.
Oh yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah. So well, I'm just gonna end it here. We're a little bit over an hour, so we'll stay tuned until the next one. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.